Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some kind of sad Sony news to go and cover. It also kind of affects a lot of us that are actually going to start getting our console soon, because it also affects a lot of the games that are also going to be developed too as well. We've kind of touched on this maybe a few weeks back, but we kind of have the finalization and updates on all this stuff, so I'm a little bit sad to go and talk about this news overall, because it almost kind of seems like an end of an era. But when it comes to news and all of us doing the news on the channel, I feel like well, at least have to go and cover it. So let's go dive into the actual news itself. If any of you guys are brand new, welcome all of you guys to the channel itself. We do a lot of Sony news, PS5 restock news, etc. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notification on, or just be subscribed for a PS5 giveaway going on for one of our subscribers. Leave a like if you guys enjoy these types of videos, of course, and of course, leave a comment down below as well, your thoughts on this, because it should be at least a little bit more on the sadder side, at least in my opinion. We have the Twitter and Twitch streams down below, Amazon links for the PS5 disc and digitals, if you guys are still waiting for an Amazon drop, and of course, also the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go get free Bitcoin, and any ads you guys go and see go towards my mom. So if you guys watching those, thank you. So as I mentioned, we have some pretty sad news to go and cover, because Sony basically has now shut down one of their major studios, and a lot of people have also left as well. And of course, if you guys like all these Sony exclusives, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, especially if you guys are trying to get a PlayStation 5 or have gotten a PlayStation 5, it's kind of sad news and very, very disappointing news that basically an end of an era has finally happened. We also have a lot of people that also may be ending up unemployed, but I do think a lot of also other people just more so got mitigated towards a different Sony area, basically. So they're at least also working in the actual ecosystem itself, but sadly, the Japanese studio now for Sony is now shut on down. So if anything, go give a nice little F in the Twitch chat down below. It's not even on Twitch, it's on YouTube. This is my Twitch streamer coming out of me. We'll leave an F in the chat down below if you guys want. So let's go dive into this actual news, and hope you guys all have a very nice good Friday if you guys do go and celebrate. And one last little quick on thing before we dive on in. You guys all thought the Christmas tree would be gone. You guys think I would get rid of the Christmas tree? It's always Christmas here, boys. It is always Christmas here. Okay, now I'm sounding like a little bit of a crazy person for anyone who might be brand new to my channel, or anyone who's been watching for a while. Maybe I'm digging myself in a bad hole. Anyway, you guys don't care. Let's go dive on into the video itself. Merry Christmas, everyone. Anyway, so as of yesterday, the news kind of officially came on out a little bit later on last night. So basically, Sony's Japan studio is closing down today when the PS5 Demon's Souls director, Gavin Moore, departs. So basically, if you guys ever actually played if you guys already got your console, basically, this is like one of the major boys and part of it in the first place for the actual director of the actual game itself. So this affects all of us because, well, it just kind of stinks. So let's go down into this news. We've been kind of covering this news for a little bit as well, because we heard a little bit of the rumors and kind of leaks on it beforehand. So kind of a little bit of sad news. And like I said, leave your comments down below. No, sadly, it's not a cruel April Fool's joke. Sony's Japan studio, responsible from everything from Ape Escape to Shadow of the Colossus, which I loved Shadow of the Colossus, especially the remake. I played up on PS4. Very, very good game and very, very iconic game. I think a lot of you guys probably can appreciate too as well. To Gravity Rush is now shutting down today. The writing was on the wall for a while, as a number of the top Japan studio creatives, including Silent Hill and Gravity Rush creator Kichiro Toyama, Demon's Souls producer Teruki Toriyama, and Bloodborne producer Masaki Yaganawa have recently struck out on their own, but Sony did go and confirm it a few weeks back. We covered up that news in the channel a little bit ago, but this is kind of more the official, like, it's done type stuff. In an effort, basically from Sony, in an effort to further strengthen business operations, Sony Interactive Entertainment can confirm that PlayStation Studios Japan studio will be reorganized. That's pretty much just basically big corporate talk for it's gonzo forever, boys, into a new organization on April 1st. Japan Studio will be recentered to Team Asobi, the creative team behind Astro's Playroom, allowing the team to focus on a single vision and build on the popularity of Astro's Playroom. Now, I thought Astro's Playroom was a nice game, but in all honesty, when you're someone who's literally making Silent Hill, Demon's Souls, which is basically a launch title as well, I think that kind of shows and how important a game like that actually is for the PS5. Bloodborne, which was such an iconic game that we keep on actually seeing some rumors on that it might be actually being ported on over to the PS5, more so updated on that, to Astro's Playroom is almost, like, it was a good game, but it almost seems like an insult to me, which kind of stinks, especially with all these big name people who have been so around for such a long time. And it seems like the last major holdout turning out the lights will be the 20-year-old veteran Gavin Moore, who just most recently directed the PS5 remake of Demon's Souls. And basically, he had a nice little tweet on over here to go and showcase. After 24 years at Sony and 18 of those in Japan, yesterday was my last day at #Japan Studio. I will miss the great creative spirit and the camaraderie of the studio that was a huge part of my life. Time to seek out new and exciting opportunities. And that makes me very, very sad. Of course, it almost kind of does seem like an end of an era, because a lot of really good and really iconic games have come out from this, well, from Sony themselves, Sony in Japan. And also, I kind of feel like Sony's been trying to more so focus on the American markets a lot as of recent. You know, the American markets, the European markets, etc. And even in terms of the PS5 restocks, the amount of actual consoles showing up in Japan have been astronomically low. And of course, I think a lot of the major issue with the Japanese studio was more so that they wanted to focus more on the more like their own custom games, or games that they think the Japanese market would really, really like. And I think that's one major issue that Sony had, is that the fact that they more so wanted them to focus on globalization of all the games out there. So they always just want to have games that everyone would enjoy. So think like the Horizons, God of War, Wars, Spider-Mans, etc. They want everyone on the planet to be able to go and enjoy them. While a lot of the Japanese studios are more so focused on, we want to make games that people in Japan would want to go and play. Now, for me, I would actually be very kind of curious to go and see what they would have made anyway if they were able to go keep their funding and maintain their business structure. I think there's actually a lot of good potential, and especially for me, I'm kind of a big fan of more of the JRPG style games, long-term games, and also even the games like Demon's Souls and Silent Hill, or even games like, kind of like Ghost of Tsushima, mix that on in, or even things like Death Stranding. Some of those games are very iconic and very unique, so it makes me a little bit sad on this. But to finish out the article, basically, other Japan studio names to announce their departure in recent days are producers Yasuka Asuka, I placed these names all wrong, I'm so sorry, and Kentaro Monomura, and Gravity Rush character designer Sunsuke, I almost want to say Sasuke. Hey, Saito. I'm so bad at names. Thankfully, it seems most of the talent leaving Sony are remaining in the industry, which I do agree is very good. They have either a chance to go build their own studio and kind of bring in other really big talent, kind of how like Miyamoto kind of did itself as well. On top of that, no, not Miyamoto. Anyway, I was going to say Kojima, as Kojima did as well with Death Stranding and all the other games mixed on in. Or they can even just go and move their talents towards a different major game studio. Think like them going to Insomniac Games or something like that to help develop up the next major games or work on side projects, or even have an own, like maybe more be a higher up at maybe Sony for their own individual AAA games, which is very, very nice. For a good example over here too is Kachiro Toyama has founded the independent Bokeh game studio, which is already at work at a new horror flavored action title. Pour one out for the Japan studio folks. I agree. I'm going to miss this. It actually makes me kind of sad. I think overall in the long term, it probably will be good because, as I mentioned, they're trying more so to help out with the localization as well for all the games, which is good for everyone. If there's a cool game, maybe from like say Russia, from Egypt, from Japan, etc., or even in China, there's a lot of game development going on over there. It will help them bring to us in America or other regions such as the UK or Europe a little bit faster as well. So at least we do have some perks out of this in general. But yeah, pour one out for Japan studio folks. What were your favorite games they developed? I guess I could even ask you guys and just kind of go and watch the article itself. I have to say probably Shadow of the Colossus. That game was probably one of my favorite games. It was very iconic, and it was almost unique in a way, especially because it's more of an older game, that basically no one ever really played the game like that, where it's more so open world, but the major thing is just the boss fights. Because typically think like a Zelda game or whatever, you'd more so have that in the middle section as well, where basically you have to go and like grind out your characters. You have like, smaller mobs, weaker mobs, get to an actual major boss fight. But this, it was more so you just go and have fun and hope for the best and go from there. Shadow of the Colossus was a very, very good game, and I definitely recommend you guys checking it out if you guys have not done so already. But my overall kind of final thoughts on this, I'm a Sony fanboy. You guys know it. So this does make me a little bit more on the sadder side when it comes to hearing stuff about the actual, companies. Number one, that stinks because I want them to keep on making games and developing games and making unique games. And of course, when other, people lose their jobs or They have to relocate. They have to do something different than they're used to. Sometimes the passion is a little bit lost, and it's always kind of a sad thing to note. Or maybe you just lose your job, or maybe it also might be a positive thing besides all the negatives, and maybe you go and start up something really cool, like how people have made their own game studios and make something really cool that they probably could have never done beforehand, maybe with like Sony limitations or major game developer limitations mixed on in, or even crunch times, etc. So overall, I do think it leans towards good news, even though it is kind of sad news as well. My hearts definitely go out to anyone who may have lost their job or may have got relocated into something they don't really want to go and do. And of course, as well, the fact that we had such major games developed mixed on in with such as, Demon Souls and Bloodborns, etc., which were very, very good games, at least to me, very, very good. So the fact that, well, those major influencers in the gaming community, I'm trying to make that sound smarter than it was, basically have moved on to different things, which makes it a little bit more on the sad side. So this is kind of my thoughts on it. If you guys want to leave your comments down below or leave a nice little F in the comment section below. A little bit sad on the fact this even happened, but of course it's brand new news and I did want to go and cover it. We cover the good, we cover the bad, so what can you guys go and do? Thank you guys all so much for watching. As I mentioned, I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you guys made it this far. If you guys actually saw any ads, those go towards my mom, so thank you guys. We have the Amazon disc and digitals linked down below, the Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to go and follow. We also have the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And of course, also, thank you guys all for subscribing. Subscribe for the PS5 giveaway, pop on notifications as well, and leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys all throughout the rest of today for more restock news as well. Check out our video earlier on today if you guys are still trying to go get your consoles. And I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys up on the next one.